Hello, hello, hello. This is Unprofessional Opinion. I am Richard.
And I'm Melanie.
Today we're talking about the light. You know, that light, something special and unique to you. And it came to me because I was thinking, like, if I was a superhero, what would be my superpower that I was actually born with? You know, and I was like, yo, the light. You know, that light. And if I had to explain it, I remember being probably it was around like 12 or 13, and I was just way too happy for the company I was in.
Mm-hmm.
And it tend to piss them off because, you know, they were a little older, and I guess hormones were whatever they were. So they're like, man, you too much, man. You too hyper, you know. And I remember my other cousin that I was with, he was like, don't ever stop being you. You know what I mean? That if that's his, you know, let him be his person. Mm-hmm. Let Richard be his person. And as I got older, I was a little too happy for certain people. But that's my light. I am naturally happy. I like talking and just being open and energetic. And that's my light. So, just to explain it. And, you know, how would you explain your light?
Well, you gave me my light. No, you gave me a light, and it made me think. Tell them what you told me my superpower is.
Your superpower is, you have a few of them. Being, you know, you listen very well. Mm-hmm. You listen to people, and for some reason, you're able to draw certain things out of people. Mm-hmm. Like, they want to tell you certain things about their life, or, you know, just your superpower is you are a healing. You have a healing power within you. Mm-hmm. Hence, you know, what you do. And the other healing power besides relieving me of all my stress sexually.
It's not my superpower, but
you know what? You better
don't put that out there. That is not my superpower, y'all.
You better listen. But no, the superpower. Mel has a ability to walk in rooms, and she can light up the room. She can read rooms. She can read people very well. That is what I see is your superpower, and you can become a chameleon. You can blend and assimilate if you need to in a good way, not playing to the crowd to appease them, but you have an ability to actually be yourself and understand that everybody is different and feel different, and you're okay with that, and then they become comfortable around you, so you have that ability to like a chameleon. Mm-hmm. You're able to adapt to your surroundings.
I say that's the same. My initial response would have been intuition. I feel like my superpower is that I'm intuitive. I've always been that way, even as a kid. There will be adults that will come around, other adults, and my family is real like caring and loving, and they just suck people in like. So people like really they seek people like that. They just make you feel really comfortable, and whatever we have, you have. Like, you'll never go out without a meal around my family, but that people take advantage of that. So
definitely,
I remember being little and just knowing when somebody came around, like, I would just feel it. And the bad thing about being intuitive at like 4 or 5, people look at you like you're just grown. Like, you need to go lay down because you're being rude, and that's an adult, and you're too grown. So nobody will listen to me, and then when what my feeling I was having was correct, then everybody would, you know, I would want to say like, I told you, but then I would have got in trouble again. But yeah, I knew from then that I had something that others didn't have. I thought that, honestly, no, I didn't know that. I thought that everybody had it and people just didn't listen to it. I didn't realize that I had it more than others. And it does seem like when I go into a room, I read the room because we're none of us are just one person.
Yeah.
We're all like we're multifaceted. We can, especially if you travel. I've lived in different states. I'm well rounded. My parents made sure that I went and spent the summer here and did this and seen other places because I'm from a small town, so they just didn't want me to be stagnant and just think that this small town was the world. So I'm like because I'm well rounded, I'm able to I love seeing and learning things from other people. So I don't want to go in and just like this is me and you got to do exactly what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't care anything about learning who you are. No, if I'm walking into your space, I want to see how you do things, and then I'll incorporate who I am into the mix
Right.
in a way that makes you comfortable, in a way that makes me comfortable. So I'm not giving you my full self until I
I understand.
see what situation I'm walking into.
Right. And,
So
and
that's
that,
it in a
yeah.
nutshell.
And I think that's your light. That is how you operate in this world. Now, another part to that light is your gift.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's who you are. My gift that I do have, that I know I have, is I'm able to put a smile on people's face somehow or some way. Either through my actions or my words, I'm somehow able to put a smile on somebody's face. And that's not what I strive to do. It's just I've noticed that that's what I do. I tend to, it makes me happy to see that somebody else is happy, to bring joy to somebody else's day. And quick story to that. Took me a long time to get a smile out of this one right here. A long time, and when I say a long time, it was like, dating almost, we were friends like 6 to 8 months. I'll say about 6 months, and then started actually dating, and then like I would see something funny, and it'd be hilarious, and she would not laugh, and I'd be like, what? Like it would be fun. We watched it was a funny movie we watched. I can't think of the movie at the time. She wouldn't laugh, but then I noticed when she got around her siblings, she lit up. And I was like, oh, that's what it is. It's not me. It's just, I don't know. Maybe she's not comfortable.
Comfortable.
And yeah, so I was like, okay, maybe I have to, again, I have to go where if I want to be with her, I got to go be with her in her element. You know what I mean? And so I did so. And I noticed the smile start coming around. She got more comfortable with me smiling and being open. And so that the light that came out of her, that smile, that feeling that I got, it was a gift to me because I didn't get it so easy. You know what I mean? And I want everybody to actually like hear this and see this and understand that you all have a light. Everybody has one.
And it's not bragging
It's not
if you take pride in it.
Yeah. It's not, and I think a lot of times it can be a talent that you have. It can be, and everybody's level of success is not the same. I know mine's is not. I feel that I haven't reached my peak, but I love where I'm at. You know what I mean? Especially where I come from. So
right. Well, if you you measure, everybody measures success differently. Like say for like a corporation, if you're a corporation, you measure success by profitability. How much profit are you bringing in? How much employees are you retaining? If you're a nonprofit or a social entrepreneur, you measure success in how many lives are you changing, how many people that you've tried to help are coming back, and also employee retention. I would think of us measuring success more on how many people we help, if that's your goal.
Right.
Or if it could be profitability for you to measure success, or it could be how many degrees you obtain, how many certifications you obtain.
Yep.
Like your children, some people they put a lot into their children, and they measure their success by how many schools their children got accepted to, how good they are in sports or whatever. So there is no right or wrong
Wrong.
way
No, it
to
isn't.
measure success because it looks different to
Yeah,
all of
and
us.
the power, the at the end of the day, that's what we're talking about. Like your human superpower that you have. I think the biggest power that I have is watching my kids grow into. I mean, that's my pride and joy. I don't care about nothing else.
And I mean, and also what you had mentioned about your, did you say that was your second superpower? Which you mentioned
About what?
about being able to put a smile on.
Yeah, that's like
Okay,
yeah,
so I would add to that and say that you make people feel very comfortable with talking to you, like things that they wouldn't normally share, or even things that they wouldn't be normally feel comfortable hearing from others. They can hear from you and
yeah.
actually hear it, take it in and digest it, and it can be impactful to
Yeah.
them. And you don't even notice it. I'm like, do you realize like what that person just shared with you, and how much, and a lot of times it's women, which is very powerful, that a woman will feel comfortable, and it has nothing to do with sexual energy. It's just pure like conversation. These are women like in my predicament that's similar to me, where they may not have a someone, another male, a peer, or even a father figure that they could ask or have that conversation with, but they're hearing it from a male, getting their perspective on it, and there is no intent to do anything behind it. So it's like, wow, like thanks for letting me unleash this on
Yeah.
you and
Wow.
let me get this out. So I feel like that is a superpower, and it's a gift to the people that you're lending that power to.
Yeah. So it's one of those find your light, man. You know, on the negative side, people seek out lights and they want to turn them off. They want to because they figure their light is gone. They don't see the positive side of it.
Right.
And I'm telling you, when I would like to say if I had superhuman power, I wouldn't be, a superhero, but I'm leaning on, because I wouldn't be a villain either. I mean, if you think of it, Batman is not a superhero nor a villain, but if he feel like he want to do something right or wrong, he's gonna do it. And I feel like when I see people that try to dim others' lights, I go after the soul suckers.
I've
the
always
light
been that
dimmers.
way. That has been.
I go right after
If
'em.
you ever want to see me like be a bully, is when somebody is being a bully. That's when
Yeah.
I'm just like,
I
and
hate when people try to dim somebody else's light.
yes,
man.
you will see a different side of me, and it's never because I'm just, a nasty person. It's because I seen something that just really turned me off. I will go hard for somebody that I think is doing well, and somebody just is trying to attack them for no reason. I seen a quote today, and it was so powerful. It said, not everybody is jealous of you because of the things that you have. Some people are jealous of your personality. They're jealous of the way you can light up a room, or they're jealous of the way that that you're just confident with being who you are.
Yeah.
And that really,
It
I
makes them
can,
feel uncomfortable.
yeah,
Yeah.
I can speak to that. And the problem with allowing those people around you, by thinking you can maybe change them, or even if you're just being, sometimes we have to travel in those circles for work, or sometimes they may be your family, but you have to really guard your light, because it will be dimmed. I'm trying to have somebody else see their light. You can dim yours.
Yeah.
It can be very draining.
Yep.
And I have been in a predicament where my light has been dimmed, and you start to not even know who you are. You question who you are. Like, as a child, I was always comfortable with being me. I had a strong personality as a child. I see it in my son now, and it just makes me want to protect him, because he's like a mixture of what we talked about with our childhood.
Yeah.
And people just trying to make you into who they think you should be,
Yeah. Oh my
or
God.
just
Yeah.
picking you apart,
Yeah.
and you just start questioning, like, maybe there is something wrong with me. Maybe I am too maybe that person is nice and I just
Man.
feel weird for no reason. Like, maybe it's not intuition. Maybe I'm just bitchy.
Yeah.
Like, you start to really pick that apart, and it's not true.
And just a little bit before we go, when you find your tribe that share the same light as you realize, you know what, the naysayers and people that didn't have the same frequency that I was on, yeah, they were wrong. They were wrong.
Right.
And you have to take a deep breath and understand when you do get around that frequency, it is, I mean, suffocating, because you can't believe you're around your. You're like, I found my people,
Or
I found my light.
I
You know?
replace suffocating with intoxicating. It's like
Yeah,
euphoric.
yeah, because you can't. It's like, yeah, you're right. You can't breathe, and I mean, we've recently found. I'm just like,
So many.
Yeah.
Like, just when you think, like, okay, well, we found our group of people, this is going to be it. And then you just find some really genuine, good people
Yeah.
in all walks of life, career, social settings, and like even with like
yeah.
extracurricular activities with your children, you just like, where do these people keep coming
from?
from? They're amazing.
Yeah, and they're just like right there, but they've been there all along. It's just, when your light's shining, I'm telling you, and I'm a witness to it. Again, like you said, trying to extend your hand to people that don't share the same light, the same wattage as you. They don't. When you reach out when you reach out and just show them a little bit of what you have, that that wattage that you have, that volume of light that you have, I'm telling you, it's scary. It's scary because they cling to you and they want some of it and they want more.
And they'll
it's
drain you
draining
dry.
and
Yeah.
your light start dimming and you become a different person. So we've dealt with it, and that's why we're able to speak to it.
Yes, we're
And,
still cleaning it up. We still
absolutely.
doing it, because certain things, when you've been like, I won't even say just family, but say if you had a friend from childhood, it's hard to get to just say to friends from childhood, like, I can't be friends with you
Yeah,
no
of
more.
course.
And I honestly wouldn't even advise that. I would just say, I don't advise anything. You do what's right for you. But I would, like, say for myself, I wouldn't necessarily get rid of a long friendship. I would just set boundaries and make sure that it's on my terms, and let my friend know, like, okay, well, it's not a good time for that conversation, or I'm not here for that. Let's talk about this.
Yeah.
So, I mean, those are the things that we just have to set
Yeah, man.
to keep yourself healthy.
It really is. I know, our topics are usually kind of lighthearted, but this one right here spoke to me, and she was like, you got to do it. So we did. Listen, like, share, comment,
Yes,
subscribe.
turn on your notifications.
Yeah. Boop. Right there. Right there. But again, find the merch on unprofessional-opinion.com. It is right there. And yeah, man, just keep loving each other. This is always therapeutic when we do come on here, and the vibe is always amazing because I am doing this with my best friend, and she doesn't know how much she means to me.
I know.
No, you won't.
I know.
No, you won't. But listen, keep holding on to your light, your gift, your spirit, your attitude, your happiness begins and ends with you. But you gotta have that frequency around you to enjoy it and understand it. Do you have anything?
Like we tell our children, don't be afraid to be great.
Yes. Listen, this is Unprofessional Opinion. I am Rashard.
And I'm Melody.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, follow, Instagram, all that. We got it posted right there. Thank you.